want to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Cap Nation Live, Sunday, the 26th of September kind of edition. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome, and welcome. Glad to have each and every single one of you guys tuning in with us on this beautiful and blessed Sunday morning. Glad to be here. Glad to be ready to rock and roll and start breaking down some of this NFL action that we're going to be getting today. Jesus loves the clown. Definitely as well. Might be my favorite little one that we have. FC bringing the heat yesterday because Lord knows guaranteed Saturday did not with Clemson. Clemson playing like a bag of ass yesterday. What was it? That first drive or whatever it was, they score, put up 7. And all right. We're going to be rolling today. Should be a nice, easy winner. Okay, it was a little tough. Second half came and, yeah, not a chance. Not a chance in hell. But anyways, you can't win them all. Unfortunately, we dropped guaranteed Saturday. You could sit and you could dwell on it, or you take it on the chin like a champ and you press forward. And, luckily for us, FC bringing the heat afterwards. And there we were, lo and behold. And UFC was just an absolute dominating, money-making event. If you were, and, we told you all, stop what you're doing. Go get on the UFC. So everything that I lost from Guaranteed Saturday, I made back and more on just the UFC. On just the UFC alone. So, he put out some great leans, some great fight picks, top fight picks. The entire works. From the very first fight of the night, which he gave everybody live on Jonathan Pierce plus 135. We cashed that one. Then the second fight, if you read the write-ups and you had the fight card, by the way, I asked him about the second fight, and we got Matt Selmsenberger by TKO in round 1. But if you read the write-ups, even though he put a stay away, he said what he liked. The under 1.5. Matt Selmsenberger inside the distance. And in round 1 by KO. He also put out Nick Maximoff as a stay away. But if you read the write-up, it was another winner. The only out of any fight the entire night, he dropped a half a unit. Strong lean on Uros Meldick, or whatever his name is. Medic. Minus $1.18. He hammered his top fight pick that the fight will not go the distance for 2.5 units. He may have taken a stay away on Roxanne, but he said, basically, no way in hell does she even have a chance. Fight pick on Dan Hooker, minus 145 for 1.5 units. Cha-ching, man. Cha-ching. Merab inside the distance. Merab by TKO. Robbie Lawler as well. Minus $1.40. Then there was that first title fight. Valentina against lucky Lauren Murphy. Kind of unlucky that she even got put in the ring with her. The fight to start round 3. I don't think I heard of another person that had that or anywhere near the over in that fight. And we had the fight starts round 3. And then there was the guaranteed UFC max fight pick on Alexander Volkanovski, minus $1.70 was when we put it out. Now, I know that line moved. Somebody asked me, is there any value if it goes to 190? Listen, minus 190 in the UFC is a slight favorite. Minus 190 in a soccer match is a slight favorite. too many of us Americans have been conditioned that if it's above $1.10 in juice, it's too high and you might get a nosebleed. Throw all that theory right out the window, because when you're betting minus $1.10s, you're laying points. That ain't the case when you're betting MMA. Sonny, definitely, but make sure they literally just posted it maybe 20 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago. So if you haven't already, you have access to it. It's there. I can see it. You just got to log back into it. So, I mean, we may poke fun at Dr. Nine Digits, but man, you got to give credit where credit is fucking due, and he nailed everything but a half a unit. He nailed all the stayaways with little tidbits. If you didn't make an absolute shit pile betting the UFC yesterday, shame on you. Shame on you. Hats off. I don't even know if he's watching. He's probably not. He's probably sleeping. Hats off. Dr. FC. Dr. FC bringing the heat. Saving my bacon yesterday, all right? Saving my bacon. And now we get fucking this NFL Sunday Guarantee, which, by the way, we generally rock the shit out of, just like we did last year and the year before that. Jesus says we need Dr. FC on the phone and congratulate him. If we have time, we'll bug him, but I already know he asked to come on the show, so he's coming on tomorrow. Dr. FC will be on with us tomorrow. And I believe he might have something. Something good for us. Or at least a good report for us. Something of that nature. Woo! Oh, yeah. Man, I can't wait. I'm absolutely jacked up for today. All right, so, by the way, my personal plays, they're not out yet. We're only going to be live for about another 50 minutes, 45 minutes. So my personal plays will be coming out later today. Members only, yes. Yesterday, so here's the thing. And I know a lot of you guys get upset that I don't put out members content all the time. So when it comes to members content, remember, I'm betting, and I'm betting for thousands of dollars. So when I put something out, I absolutely 100% make sure it's something that I'm willing to put my money on, because I am. And I'm not going to put out a members play or a premium play or the Sunday NFL guarantee play if it's not something I'm going to invest in and put my hard-earned money and put an absolute shit pile in. Doesn't happen that way. So when I scratch a members only play or a personal play, it's because I'm not betting it. No, Jesus, no, I'm not addressing this to you. I'm just addressing it in general, because I know you're actually one of the ones that appreciate if I scratch a game. Generally, if I scratch one, like 99 out of 100 times, they end up being a loser. So maybe we just need to start betting the other way of scratches in. But if I'm not going to bet it, I don't put it out, plain and simple. I don't put it out. You guys want that shit? Go to the dog shit picks or the clowns. Joshua, it won't be out until after this show. Primetime Yo, can I tell you days that we scratch? I guess I could post. I'm not going to make a video to say that we scratched it. But yeah, I'll try and make a post. That way you guys can stop checking if you're checking. That I can do. That I'll try and start doing. That I understand. But yeah, I'm not going to put it out if I'm not betting it. That's just the way that it rolls. That is just the way that it rolls with me. All right, guys. So we got a lot planned, so we got to jump right into it. Just remember, the NFL Sunday guarantee play, you have until 4 p.m. Eastern time to get on board. It is already posted. Instant access, no upsells, no games, no gimmicks. None of that shenanigans here, folks. None of that shenanigans here. And I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely ready for another solid day. Shane says, I'm just glad you put out solid content and you think of us before you put it out. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Because I know there's a lot of choices out there, and I know there's a lot of people that act big when they're really, when they're really small. And they act tall when they're fucking not even 5 foot. All right? Especially in this industry. There's a lot of fraudsters out there that say they bet, and then they don't bet. They don't ever show you a ticket. They don't ever log into their account. They don't ever show you tickets. They don't ever do any of that. Edward says 200 likes get us 2 scratched play leans, right? Where we go the other side, where we go the other way. It's actually not a bad idea. Trying to see, I want to try and see something real quick. One second, folks. Downloading something on this computer. That way I can attempt to log into DraftKings on the computer. All right, so I'm going to pop everything up. We're going to start breaking down some games. By the way, soccer is posted. Premium plays are posted. The Sunday NFL play is posted. And how about them fucking Cardinals? How about them Cardinals, huh? Not the Arizona kind, the St. Louis kind. How about them St. Louis Cardinals, boys and girls? Absolutely kicking ass, taking names, and putting a shit pile of money in our pockets. I got money in my pocket, and it's from the St. Louis Cardinals. Fuck yeah, it is. Old St. Louis winners of 15 straight new franchise record. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I am ready, folks. Hoping it will allow me to log in on this other computer. And it does. Okay, perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Todd, thank you. We appreciate you letting off them. I think I've been riding the Cardinals since Game 3. And will I be betting the Cardinals? Yes. Yes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right, so let's take a look at some of this NFL action today. All right, let's take a look at some of this NFL action. We're going to start with game 469, 470, Arizona and Jacksonville. All right, we're going to take a look at it. See what kind of damage we can do today to the books. and see what kind of fun we can have. I actually think this is going to be a good game. For Arizona, that is. All right, for Arizona, that is. Arizona currently laying 7.5, minus $1.16, minus 380 on the money line on the road, that is. Over and under set at 51.5, minus 108. In order, I'm going to be, straight up and honest, in order for it to get to over 51.5, old Jacksonville is going to have to do something that they haven't done yet. And that's, well, I guess they have. They've scored a couple touchdowns a game. They're going to have to score some touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence is going to have to be on his game. Arizona 10-0 against the spread on the road against lesser passing teams averaging less than 6 yards per attempt. Arizona on the road is 10 wins and 0 losses. Covering the spread, let me break it down for you. Covering the spread when playing a team that averages less than 6 yards per passing attempt. Jacksonville currently averaging 5.2 yards per passing attempt. Jacksonville just 2-13 against the spread when facing off against a team that resides in the NFC West. Arizona is 9-0, 9 wins, no losses, to the under on the road when facing a team that has a starting quarterback that has played 5 or less games. Started 5 or less games. Arizona 2-0 straight up, 1-1 against the spread, 1-1 to the over. They squeaked out a victory last week against the Vikings, 34-33. By the grace of God and a missed field goal, me and Edwards celebrated a live moneyline parlay wager due to that missed field goal. They also beat the Titans in convincing fashion. They smacked them around 38-13. They've got 72 points over the course of 2 games, averaging 36 a game, averaging 119 yards a game on the ground at 4.4 yards per carry. They're averaging 325 in the air at 9.6 yards per passing attempt. They're averaging 12.3 yards per point. They're going to be going up against a Jacksonville defense that has been torched. Gave up 37 points to Houston in week 1. However, they did hold Denver to 23 last week. They gave up 128 on the ground on average over 2 games, 3.6 yards per carry, and they give up 295 in the air at 8.8 yards per passing attempt. Jacksonville is -5 in the turnover department. The Arizona Cardinals, even Steven. Take a look at Jacksonville and their offense, led by Trevor Lawrence, coached by Urban Myers, who should just quit and go to USC. USC should offer him in the middle of the goddamn season $25 million a year. Come to USC and restore our program. Get out of the NFL where you're going to get humiliated in Jacksonville. They're averaging 17 points a game. Just a very pathetic 75 rushing yards a game at 4.7 yards per carry. Good average, not enough rushing attempts. 16 a game. But then again, when you get down early, you generally abandon the run. When it comes to Jacksonville and their rookie quarterback, if you want to protect him, establish the run. If you can't protect them and allow them to stay in the pocket long enough, then you better at least be able to get some push from that front line and establish a run. Because if you at least make the defense start thinking they got to worry about the run, might just open up some receivers for some play action passes. Pretty fucking basic. 2 games in, Jacksonville has failed to establish the run. Now, today may be another story. The Arizona defense gives up 131 yards a game on the ground at 5.4 yards per carry. We'll see if Jacksonville is able to adapt. They've been holding teams to 202 passing yards a game, holding teams to under 5.9 yards per passing attempt. Hey, guys, hold on 1 second, okay? Hold on 1 second.
Girl, you're so fine and you're all mine. I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
All right, we're back. I do apologize. So, game of the year. Had a lot of money spread out, right? A lot of money spread out on the game of the year. And 25K of it just got delivered. Whew, nothing like a Sunday delivery. I didn't expect it till tomorrow, so it kind of caught me off guard. But hey, we'll take it. Nothing like a Major League Baseball game of the year, getting half your winnings right back at you. All right, so anyways, Cardinals. Jacksonville. Jacksonville will finally have probably their best opportunity to establish any run. We'll see if they actually adapt and they do it. Now, the line on this game, Arizona laying 7.5. You guys know I'm not a fan of the hooks. They're already juiced at minus $1.16, which means you would have to buy it down to get it to 7. I think 7 is safe in this one. I definitely think 7 is safe. I don't like 7.5. Alex, you missed. I had to take a break because half my game of the year winnings just got delivered in cash for 25K. The rest is spread out between FanDuel, BetOnline, and DraftKings. Now, as far as this game goes, I've gone back and forth from buying the hook, not buying the hook, buying the hook, not buying the hook. If I'm going to bet Arizona, I will buy it today. Now, hell, DraftKings has them at 8, which, let's be honest, I'm not a fan of. 7 is minus $1.30. Not a big deal. 6.5 minus $1.40. Jesus says, let me get a loan. I've seen your parlays, Jesus. I was getting ready to ask you for a loan, my brother. So I do lean towards Arizona, but I'd rather have them at 7 than 8. And I think it may be a great teaser opportunity. Knocking them down 7, get them close to the money line. AT says, I'm visualizing my hand to have a stack like that. You know, if you don't visualize it, it'll never happen. If you don't visualize it, it'll never happen. If you don't start small and work your way up, well, I guess it could happen if you just started large. And that's perfectly fine. But it's capable of happening to anybody that wants it and reaches out and grabs it. Not this stack, of course, because you might take 2 in the chest and 1 in the head. Joe says, I'm not sending you any more lunch money. I'm not sending you any more extra bonuses, Joe. Just kidding. Alex, that was a special delivery from Major League Baseball Game of the Year. I didn't expect it to arrive until tomorrow, but I got a hand delivery today. They, you know, the little, I got money in my pocket. Edward says, she's Kyle got an armory. Yeah, we do. We do. An armory, we do. I've actually been looking for something new to buy, too. Might be time for a scar or something. Edward, I remember that. I remember that. Jesus says, Kyle, Joe, Edward and I are waiting for the company checks. Checks are in the mail. Edward says, we're not taking anything from Kyle, right? We, all right, so here's my question. While I, first of all, lean on Arizona. I really like Arizona laying 7. But again, I'm not a huge fan of having to lay, you know, more than a touchdown in anything, unless it's college. Teaser opportunity, probably a great one. As far as the total goes on this one, I just don't know if Jacksonville will score enough to keep the total live. So that one is a pass for me. That one is a pass for me. ET says, I'm a patient man. It's there. Ready to earn. Damn straight, brother. The book's got tons of it. The book's got a ton of it. An absolute shit pile. All right, so moving along. But here's my question, everybody, while I pull up the next game. DraftKings. How many of you guys actually use DraftKings for your betting purposes? Not just on, I mean, the mobile device is fine. It finds my location every single time. But on my computer, it's always telling me it can't find me. We cannot locate you. We cannot locate you. We cannot locate you. What is the trick to get located on the computer? I know y'all got to have a way to do it. Ronald says Arizona will put up a WNBA score on Jacksonville today. Appreciate that, Joe. Appreciate that. All right, moving right along. Let's take a look at the Ravens and the Lions. Another awkward spread, if you ask me. Ravens laying 7.5, 7.5 minus $1.10. Lions catching 7.5. Lions a plus 310 money line underdog, minus 380 for the Ravens with a total over and under 50.5 points. If you guys notice, there's a lot in the 50s this week. I like that, Jesus. Yeah, Scott, UFC was fucking phenomenal yesterday, huh? All right, if you're looking for the game number on this one, it's game 485. Oh, no, that's the Cincinnati game. One day I'll find it. There we go. Excuse me, 473 and 474. Shane says, Kyle, I don't know what the hell you told DraftKings and FanDuel, but payouts are almost instant since you joined. Let's be honest. They have picked up. They have picked up. I was getting, I had a $20,000 bank wire from DraftKings last week. It was processed the same day. FanDuel put it in to go pick up cash down at the Suns Arena, where they have their own sports book down here. Boom. It was done. Ronald says, put your laptop on the stacks and they will find you. That's a great way. Mr. Brackens, happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Mr. Brackens, log into your account, brother. Log into your account. Happy birthday waiting for you. Yeah, DraftKings has definitely picked up their times, no doubt about it. All right, so as far as this game goes, Ravens 1-1 straight up, 1-1 against the spread, 2-0 to the over. Lions also 2-0 to the over, 0-2 straight up, 1-1 against the spread. Let's take a look at Detroit. Started out the year against San Francisco, got down huge, battled back, lost 41-33. Did not win, covered the 9.5 they were getting, and went well over the total of 46, nearly doubled it. Lost to Green Bay, 35-17 in a total beatdown. They did not cover the 11.5 points they were getting, and it also went way over the total of 49.5. And then there's the Ravens. Lost to Las Vegas, week 1, 33-27. They did not cover the spread. The game went well over the total of 50.5. Not well over, but 10 points. Then against Kansas City, they notch a victory. Lamar Jackson and company got the victory against old Patty. Old Patty. Alex says, by the way, today's my birthday, and I checked my account and nothing. Alex, you need to check again. I put a bill in there. Happy birthday. Mark says you have to be on Wi-Fi and not hardwired through the Ethernet. Not hardwired. My laptop's not, but I can't connect. Huh, weird. I'll take a look at it after the show. I wanted to be able to try and log in and bet with the screen being shown, but it's all right. I can figure that one out later. Alex, thoughts on Buffalo? Watch daily free play video. As far as this game goes, Baltimore 8-2 against the spread. The last 10 games on the road against decent scoring teams that average 24 points a game or more. The Lions 0-7 against the spread at home against efficient offenses, averaging less than 14.3 yards per point. And then there's the Lions, who are 21-5 to the over, dating back 21 years against inept passing defenses yielding more than 7.25 yards per point. What to do on this one. Keep in mind they haven't played it in 4 years. So throw that 44-20 victory by Baltimore out the window. Somebody wants to tell you they're 3-2 to the over in their last 5 meetings. Keep in mind that's dating back to 1998. Hey, Zeus, if I go to the gas station, log in from the bathroom, it'll work. I just do it from my phone, though, you know? It ain't that hard. Alex says the Bills is actually his big play. Well, you should take a bill out of that pocket and Venmo it to me, Alex. Cheers. Good to know, Mark. Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi, but for some reason it's not working. But it's okay. I'll figure it out. Edward says, yes, Detroit scored only 17 against Green Bay. So as far as this game goes, both teams 2-0 to the over. I think we see a lot of points. I really do. Take a look at Detroit's run defense. Now, they're holding teams at 3.8 yards per carry. but they're giving up 113 on the ground. We all know, Baltimore is going to run the ball. All right, they're averaging 220 a game on the ground, 5.9 yards per rushing attempt. They're also averaging 223 in the air at 8 yards per passing attempt. I just can't see how the Detroit defense, who couldn't stop Green Bay, who couldn't stop the 49ers, is going to stop Baltimore from scoring. I just can't see it. And then you take a look at Detroit. They're averaging 25 points a game on offense. They're running the ball okay. They're averaging 112 yards a game on the ground. Hell, they're averaging 5.2 yards per carry. They're averaging 275 in the air, 5.9 yards per passing attempt. I don't like the passing yardage average, but I do like the yards. Keep in mind they're running 46 passing plays to get there. Aaron, my brothers, has just hammered the NFL Sunday guarantee. Let's effing go. Damn straight, brother. Damn straight. We're going to get it. We are definitely going to get it. That is for sure. Now, the Ravens defense. They're giving up 34 points a game. They gave up 33 to LA. They gave up 35 to Kansas City. They're giving up only 72 rushing yards a game, 3.7 yards per carry, but their secondary is getting torched. They're giving up 376 a game in the air, 8.6 yards per passing attempt. Both teams -1 on turnovers through 2 games. As far as this one goes. Oh, here's a great stat, and I guarantee you people are going to be throwing this out there, saying Baltimore's won the last 3 against the spread against Detroit. But folks, that was the year 2017, 2013, and 2009. A lot of you guys were not even old enough to bet in 2009. Franklin says the Jags spread is a lock. A lock to what? Give the book your money? But hell, everybody is entitled to their opinions, including myself. Locks and opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. And no, I didn't just call you an asshole, Franklin. Alrighty, so as far as this game goes, I don't like the 7.5. I don't. But I do like the over. I do like the over 50.5. I think it goes over. I think we'll see a lot of offense. Maybe the over and a teaser with Arizona. Might be not a bad idea. Find another winner, make it a 10-point super teaser on DraftKings or something. Or the 10-point on BetOnline. Mike says 96% of the world is on Arizona spread. Bet the Jags. Yes, because you should be worried about where the rest of the world is betting. Here's my opinion on that. And by the way, it's only 78%, not 96%. But I mean, I get what you're saying. One should not care where another is betting. One should do their own due diligence and their own research to decide where one should bet. And if it just so happens it's on the side with 96% of the other ones, well, then maybe you guys are finally going to get one right. That's my philosophy. I could really care less where the self-imposed title holders on Twitter, a.k.a. sharps, which are really round and dull, are betting. I could care less where the public's betting. I could care less where you guys are betting. The only thing that I care about is where I'm betting. I do my own work, do my own research, and that's all that matters. Mike says always go opposite. Public wins too. That's a fact. That's a fact, Jack. All right, so moving right along. Because we need some more stacks like this in our pocket. We need some more stacks. And we're going to get it today. We're going to get it today. I know it, folks. Falcons and the Giants. Trash versus trash. Let's talk about that for a second. Let's take out the trash, all right? Let's just take it out and let's get it over with. The battle of the 0-2s. One of these teams is going to be 0-3. One of these teams is going to be 0-3. Mike says Vegas wasn't built with everyone betting the same thing. Trust me, when Tom Brady was playing on the Patriots, everybody was betting the same thing. It's going to happen. If you know how many games and how many different, game numbers that they book in action in a week, there's always going to be lopsided ones. Always. Always. But rest assured, most people will make a stupid live wager and give their winnings back. By the way, Frank Darby is inactive for today's game against the Giants. The Falcons, Russell Gage, A.J. Terrell, Wayne Gallman, Parker Hess, John Kaminsky, and Frank Darby, the wide receiver, are all inactive for today's game. Just so you guys know. Here's the crazy thing. One of these teams is going to be 0-3. No joke. 0-3. Which one is going to have the coach on the chopping block? One of these teams is going to start out the season 0-3. Juan, good morning. Poor Arthur Smith. You think he makes it a full year down in Atlanta? Alex says, my brother flew to MetLife Stadium to see the Falcons go 0-3. You think Arthur Smith will be on the chopping block? Do you think he'll make it a full year? What about Joe Judge and what they're doing in New York? L Jr. says, unless they tie, LOL, it's possible. True. They could go 0-2-1, which would be very fitting. Line on this one, courtesy of our friends over at betonline.ag, has the Falcons coming in catching 2.5 minus 105. The Giants laying 2.5 minus $1.15. The total on this one, 47.5 minus 107. Atlanta 0-2. 0-2 against the spread. 0-2 straight up. 1-1 to the over. The Giants 0-2 straight up. 1-1 against the spread. 1-1 to the over. The Giants are 10-1-1 against the spread after playing on a Thursday. Let me repeat that. The Giants are 10-1-1 against the spread after playing on Thursday night football. Edward is still praying for Saquon Day. He's still praying he gets into the end zone. Rushing. Nate, thanks for jumping on board. 3 days of my personal plays. I will add you to the list as soon as they go out, brother. As well as the Sunday NFL Guarantee play. You've got that in your pocket. Atlanta 3-12 against the spread versus an opponent after playing on a Thursday. There you go. There you go. Atlanta 10-1-1 to the under. In their last 12 games against the Giants. Let me repeat that. The last 12 meetings between Atlanta and New York. 10 of those games have gone under, 1 went over, and 1 was a push to the total. The total on this one, hanging out at that 47.5 minus 107, which means you could get it down to 47 minus $1.17 for a nominal fee. Atlanta averaging a measly and pathetic, disgusting, low 15.5 points per game so far through the season. That's after putting up a measly 6th spot against the Eagles in week 1 and 25 against Tampa Bay last week before they got blown out. The Giants, on the other hand, are averaging 3 scores a game, 21 points a game, and that's after only 13 against Denver when we faded them in week 1. And then they put up 29 in their loss 10 days ago against the Washington football team when they lost 30-29. Atlanta averaging a measly and pathetic 89 yards a game, rushing the ball, 3.9 yards per carry. They averaged 214 in the air with Matt Ryan. That is 100% unacceptable. 5.2 yards per passing attempt. If this dude's average does not go up, if his passer rating doesn't increase, if he does not have a game, this old man needs to be benched. He needs to be benched. For the love of God, give us Josh Rosen over Matt Ryan. Your completion percentage and your yards per completion, at least they got to go up. The Falcons will be going up against a Giants defense that's given up 28.5 points a game. They give up 126 on the ground, 5 yards a carry. They give up 287 in the air at 7 yards per passing attempt. Atlanta is -2 on turnovers. Matt Ryan will turn the ball over today. Alex, that picture's awesome. My poor brother from smiling to crying today, 0-3. That's funny. That is funny. Remember, when you jump on board the combo package, you'll get Sunday's guarantee play included in it. Little Heat, good morning. Now, the Giants on offense. They are averaging 111 on the ground, 4.6 yards per carry, and I think the Giants' running attack is just getting going. They're averaging 241 in the air, 7 yards per passing attempt. They'll be going up against a Falcons defense that is giving up 40 points per game, 127 a game on the ground at 4.9 yards per carry is what the Falcons defense gives up. Abraham says, I see everybody likes the Giants. I don't know who everybody is. I don't like either team today. The Atlanta defense gives up 260 in the air, 7.3 yards per passing attempt. As far as the defenses go, I put their defenses on the exact same shit level. I put their defenses on the exact same pedestal. Their defenses are neck and neck. Alex, the combo package, which is a week of premium plays, a week of my personal plays, the Sunday guarantee play, the next Saturday's guaranteed Saturday, and next Saturday's UFC Max Fight Pick is $300. My brother Joe in New York, welcome. Welcome, Joe. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're staying busy and staying healthy. Call me this week. Let's catch up and chit-chat. James, thanks for jumping on board the Sunday play. Ray, Nate, Mr. Miles, Mr. Burke, Aaron, Joe Free. Thanks for jumping on board the Sunday guarantee play. Mr. Gagno, thanks for jumping on board the Sunday NFL free. I keep saying free. The Sunday NFL play, which it's not free. It is $50 for that special one-off play, which we put that guarantee on. Neverez, Roger, Jason, Trent, Ralph. Ralph, our local tennis expert. Tennis pro. Levi. Mr. Benjamin Song. By the way, Matthew, I see you jumped on board the combo package as well. I'll get you on that for my personal plays. Mauricio, Robert, Edvin, Josephique, David, Jesus. Thanks for jumping on board the Sunday NFL play. Richard, Shane, Brian. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But again, everybody that's on board so far, thank you. And let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling because we're going to have a good day today. We're going to have a big day today. But as far as this game goes, as far as the side goes, I think the side, and I'm going to be dead honest with you guys, I think the defense is neck and neck is even. So take the defense out of the equation. They're both going to give up massive yards. They're both going to give up run yards. They're both going to give up passing yards. Matt Ryan is going to throw an interception. Daniel Jones is going to make a Daniel Jones mistake. William tuning in via text message. Good morning, my brother. I think where this game is going to be won, obviously, is going to be won with somebody's offense. But I think he who can establish a better run program will win the game today. I think he who establishes the better running attack today will win the game. Now, Mike Davis for the Falcons, I mean, let's be honest. He doesn't compare when it comes to backs and what to expect out of Barkley. I think Barkley's just getting going, folks. And when you're down big in each and every single game, you don't run the ball a lot at all. So as far as this game goes, I think the Giants win. I don't even know if I would lay the 2.5. I don't even know if I would lay the 2.5. But what I would do if I was betting at the Giants are minus 143 on the money line, that's where I would probably go. Keep in mind, when they both play, the games go under. 10 out of the last 12 games, the games have gone under. All right? Now, granted, they haven't played in 3 years, so throw that shit out the window. But I do lean towards the under because I think he who runs the ball the best today will win the game. You can get under 47.5 minus $1.13. That is where I lean. All right, guys and gals, if you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. Thank you, Jesus, for that reminder. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, we greatly appreciate it when you do. We greatly appreciate it when you do. Bouncing around some of these other early games. Let's take a look at the Bears. Let's take a look at the Bears and the Browns. Pencil Dick Dalton could miss 1 to 2 more weeks with a knee injury. So what does that mean? You get Justin Fields, who came in, went 8 of 15 for 70 yards and an interception. And we got Baker, who's already got 534 in the air, 1 TD and 2 interceptions. We all know Baker's going to throw 2 interceptions for every single touchdown that he probably has this year when it's all said and done. Although you gotta be honest. Baker's only missed. He only has 9 passes that weren't completed out of 49. It's fucking phenomenal. 2 of those were actually completed to the other team. He has thrown the ball 49 times. 42 of them have been caught. Just so happens only 40 of those 42 were by his own team. As far as the line on this one, Browns laying 7.5 minus 104, which means you can get them at 7 minus $1.14. The Bears at plus 7.5 minus $1.16. Plus 280 on the money line. Over and under, and this one is set at 44.5 points. 44.5 is where the number is set on this one. taking a look at the juice for this one. The Bears 1-1 straight up. 1-1 against the spread, 1-1 to the over. Cleveland 1-1, 1-1, and 2-0 to the over. Chicago notched a victory last week over the Cincinnati Bengals, 20-17. Little fucks, excuse my language. They lost to the Rams in a slaughterfest, 34-14 in Week 1. Then you got the Browns, who got a big win in Week 1, 33-29. Big loss, 33-29 over Kansas City. Then they had that 31-21 win last week over the Texans. Carlos says, bro, Justin Fields ain't ready for Clowney and Garrett, easy money Browns. Let's be honest, Justin Fields is not ready. I feel sorry for all the rookie quarterbacks that were thrown to the wolves and said sink or swim in the NFL. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. I actually feel Zach should have never signed his contract. He should have demanded a trade and not went to the Jets. Poor kid is probably going to get hurt. And he'll never be the same. Now, take a look at the nitty-gritty. Chicago, 9-1 against the spread, against imperfect offenses, averaging more than 1.9 turnovers per game. Baker and company is a turnover program. We know that. However, they're averaging 30 points scored a game. They're averaging 154 on the ground and 251 in the air. A very well-diverse 405 yards on offense a game. They'll be going up against a Bears defense that's given up just 71 rushing yards a game at 3.3 yards per carry. I look forward to seeing how Baker and company are able to move the ball down the field, if at all on the ground. They're giving up 245 in the air, the Bears defense is, and they're +1 on turnovers. Now the Bears on offense, obviously pencil dick rocket numbers are always a little low. And keep in mind, Justin Fields accounted for 8 of the 15 completions. 8 completions of the 15 passes that he threw when he came in the game. The Bears averaging just 17 points a game. They're averaging 128 a game on the ground. And we're going to see two teams that are very capable of defending the run today. The Bears are also averaging a mere and pathetic 135 passing yards a game. Absolutely pathetic numbers. The Bears will be going up against a Cleveland defense that gives up 3 yards per carry. By the way, yes, Odell Beckham Jr. is going to make his season debut today. That was announced a couple days ago. The Browns defense has given up just 77 rushing yards a game and 272 in the air. And of course, in typical Baker and company fashion, they're -2 on turnovers. But add in the fact that Baker gets Odell Beckham, and even if he doesn't make a single catch, every ball that is targeted to another receiver other than Odell Beckham is a credit to Odell, because you got to cover him. You got to double cover him. If not, he's putting 6 up on the scoreboard. Him coming back, all that is going to do is going to open up things for Landry, Hooper, Bryant. It's just going to make things even better offensively. By the way, favorites are 5-1 against the spread in this head-to-head series. Again, another one with a tricky hook to it. 7.5 -104. If I was going to do anything, it would be Cleveland laying 7. I would buy it down to 7 and lay the $1.14. Mr. Reyes, thanks for jumping on board. The Sunday NFL guarantee play, my brother. We are going to hammer it. We're going to pound it. And it's going to be a huge win for everybody. Marvin as well, thanks for jumping on board the Sunday NFL guarantee play. Frank, Peter, I see yours. Chad Miller as well, thanks for jumping on board. Brandon says Wilson going to turn into David Carr. Well, they need to protect him. They definitely need to protect him, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yes, he has that MCL. He is out, correct. I was just going down the list of reading the wide receivers, but yes. Frozen screen. I love that one. That one's a good one right there. I got an itch and I can't get it. All right, so I do lean towards Cleveland laying the 7 as far as this game goes, as far as the total goes. Man, oh man, oh man, the total on this one, guys. 44.5. So, let's just say the Bears put up 17. Right? You're going to need 4 touchdowns out of the Browns. I think we get the total. I think we get the total, and I think we get it with ease. Chicago and Cleveland. Over 44.5 is a nice free play. Chicago, Cleveland, over 44.5 is your free play. Now, if you guys remember, we talked about Arizona, maybe putting them in a teaser. We talked about the over in the Baltimore game, putting that in a teaser. This one may be the one you want to put in the teaser to make it a 3-teamer. And make it one of those super 10-point teasers. Hell, you could get Arizona plus 2.5. You can get the over in the Baltimore game at 40.5. And you can get the over in the Cleveland game at 34.5, needing 5 scores and 5 extra points for a victory. They probably have that halfway through the third quarter. I hope you guys just paid attention to what I said, because it's going to cash. It is going to cash. Now, I have time for one more before I gotta get everybody on my personal plays and all that stuff. But I've got time for one more game. And the one that I want to take a look at, I want to take a look at the Chargers and the Chiefs game. They're at Arrowhead Stadium. Revenge game for Kansas City. Remember, the Chargers put the beat down 38-21 last year. Kansas City starting out the season 1-1. 0-2 against the spread. Statistically, like the worst team to bet against the spread. Kansas City had a big 33-29 victory over Cleveland in the beginning of the year. They lost to Lamar Jackson, which Lamar finally beat an elite quarterback. And then you got the Chargers, 1-1 straight up, 1-1 against the spread, 0-2 to the over. Both of Kansas City's games have gone over. Both of LA's games have gone under. They played the Washington football team and they won 20-16. They covered the 1.5 points they were getting, obviously, when they won outright. And it went under the total of 44.5. Then they played Dallas, had a total of 55. That game stayed under. And a 20-17 loss to Dallas. And then you got Kansas City. And what to expect out of this one. Chargers 7-0 against the spread on the road. After their opponent has played the Ravens. Pointing that out. Kansas City 1-8 against the spread after having to play the Ravens. Kansas City 8-2 to the over at home in the month of September. Now, the Chargers got the job done last year in humiliating fashion in Kansas City. They're back in Kansas City again. Chargers averaging a pathetic 18.5 points a game, 92 yards a game on the ground, 3.9 yards per carry, 323 in the air at 7.4 yards per passing attempt. Listen to these Kansas City numbers. These are not normal Kansas City numbers. 67 yards rushing a game, 3.3 yards per carry. The 333 in the air at 10 yards per passing attempt, that's a Patty Mahomes number. But those run statistics are disgustingly horrible. The Chargers have been giving up 162 yards a game on the ground, 5.6 yards per carry. Kansas City wants to get the rushing game back on track. Here's the game to do it. They've been giving up just 177 in the air at 7.4 yards per passing attempt. They've held the likes of Washington and Dallas to 177 on average. Kansas City's offense will be going up against a Chargers defense. The Chargers offense will be going up against a Kansas City defense that's been giving up 202 yards a game on the ground. Again, if the Chargers want to establish a run and get something going on the ground, they can today. They've also been giving up 267 in the air at 9.9 yards per passing attempt. Couldn't stop Baker and company. Couldn't stop Lamar Jackson. Kansas City's defense actually made Lamar Jackson look good. Kansas City +2 on turnovers compared to the -2 of the Chargers. I don't know what the number is for Patty Mahomes to have an interception today, but I would probably bet it. Kansas City is going to have a battle. The Chargers will probably keep it close. The line on this one is a touchdown. If I was going to do anything, I would probably take the dog here. The Chargers plus the 7. Now that total of 54.5. Patrick Mahomes and company are going to score. They're going to put up points. And so is what we see out of the Chargers with old Herbert. Justin Herbert's going to put up some points. However, if both teams decide to try and establish the run and become run heavy all of a sudden, it may slow the game down. The good thing is both teams can't stop the run, so maybe it doesn't slow it down that much. And remember, Kansas City 8-2 to the over when playing at home in the month of September. Last Sunday in September is today, boys and girls. So I do lean towards the over 54.5. And believe it or not, we're going to take a gander because I believe it will be priced appropriately. Log in here. It should be priced appropriately. And give us another thing to bet. If I can ever find it. There we go. Here it is. The first quarter is set over and under 10.5 at plus money. It's plus $1.17 at BetOnline. If you could find it somewhere else. Now, I have not seen it at DraftKings yet, which is a little odd because they know it's probably going to go over in the first quarter, so they're not even going to offer it to us. But Kansas City and the LA Chargers over 10.5. I don't like the half, but I think we get 2 touchdowns, and I don't think it matters. And they're going to give us $1.17 juice. They're going to give us some plus money here. You're going to give us some plus money. And I'm also going to be betting the first quarter. And keep in mind, I bet it for a 6. It's for $500 for me. Versus, $3,000 on something else. We'll put this one in the comment section. Seth says Kansas City's only covered 5 times since 2019. Yes, I was just saying that statistically, they're the worst team in the NFL. Mike, they have it at 10? It's weird. My book, maybe they took it off of mine. Let me log out and log back in. I was just gandering at it. and I do not have it as an option. If you can get it at 10, 10 is way better. Even though it's not going to be, plus money or as much plus money. Okay, never mind. I had to log out and log back in. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, no, maybe not. I got props. I don't know if I have first quarters yet. Oh, there we go. There's quarters over there in the corner. And by the way, you can get, interesting enough, individual team totals for the first quarter. Chiefs over and under 3.5 at plus money. Or over and under 6.5 minus $1.60. Or the Chargers over and under 3.5 at plus $1.20. But yes, you could actually get 9.5 as an alternate total minus $1.50, which is definitely nice. Yeah, minus $1.10. Or 9.5 minus 150, and if you get a touchdown and field goal, you're hooking a win. Good morning, right back at ya. Ronald says, I see Kansas City as a shootout. I see a lot of points in that game. All right, folks, that is what I have for today. And I do have to run. If you're on my personal plays, stand by to stand by. We've got some stuff. All right, folks, I am out. Enjoy your Sunday. Please wager responsibly. Remember, if you're not on that Sunday, NFL guarantee, you have until 4 p.m. Eastern time, and you're going to sadly miss out. So do like everybody else and get on board, and let's make a boatload of money together. Because it's going to be a good day. Damn straight, we're going to dominate today. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. Wager responsibly. If you're on my personal plays, stand by to stand by. They're coming your way shortly. Ronald, I need to rap off that beat. Man, you don't even want to hear me sing, let alone rap. I wouldn't be able to find the beat. Somebody can rap it off for me, and I'll play it, as long as they sign over the rights to it so we can play it, or at least allowing us to play it. All right, folks, I am out. Enjoy your day. God bless. Good luck. Wager responsibly. Don't do anything stupid. Bet within your means, not over your head. Yada, 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 yada.